here's a movement called side lying over a rolled blanket. This is a great movement to explore, particularly for the sides of your rib cage. So the ribs, you know, they come all the way down low towards the waist, and they go all the way up to the collarbone area, right to the top of the shoulders. So they span a large area of our torso. And when we have tension in the ribs, we might feel shallow breathing, we might feel tightness through the shoulders or neck or head, or even down into the lower back. So this is a restorative pose that you can spend a little time with and see how it can create just a beautiful change in the freedom and the suppleness of the muscles around the rib cage. So you can use a blanket or you could use a rolled bath towel. I just have my blanket folded in a square. And I recommend starting with a roll that's not super thick because it can be a little intense, especially if you're newer to this, this movement. So you take the roll, or you take the blanket and roll it up a little bit, and then place it down on the floor or on your mat. Now I have a bolster here that I'm going to use for my head. If you don't have a bolster, you can also use a block with another blanket or pillow over the top, just to bring you a little bit more comfort. The idea here is that you want to have your head supported in a way that it's in line with your spine. So one thing that I like to do here, especially if you have a yoga mat, is to line your the edges of your blankets up here on the edge of your yoga mat, because when you come into this side lying position, you want to kind of focus on going down into the side plane. A lot of times, I'll show it from the back, what folks will do, and it's just an unconscious thing, is they'll sit to the side, and then as they come down, they'll start to pitch forward with their torso. So it ends up being that your shoulders and head are at a diagonal to the pelvis. So the idea is, if you can, kind of even just aim a little bit as you're coming into this side lying pose, where the hips and the shoulders land in this side plane, so you're not tipping yourself forward as you come down. Okay, so you're sitting on your one side. You're going to have the roll here. So the roll is going to go a couple inches below the armpit, right around this side chest here. Okay, not down on the waist and not right up into the underarm, but just a couple inches below. So as you come down onto your side, again, you're just being relatively, conscious as best you can that you're coming right down in that side plane. And then you can bring the shoulder down and bring your head onto your supports. Now, you can see the roll here is right around a couple inches under my armpit. Okay, I have my bottom arm resting out in front of me, and you can have the top arm here on your torso resting on the side. You can have your hand on the blanket, anywhere that's comfortable. Might be good to take your glasses off for this one. And knees are bent, legs are stacked, and really this here now, we're just going to stay here for about 3 minutes, I recommend. 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes per side. You can place a hand, if you like, on your lower ribs here and just enjoy breathing, relaxing your jaw, the muscles around your eyes, through the shoulders and torso, and just easy breathing. Eyes can be open or closed. So staying here about 3 to 5 minutes. And then before, I'm gonna make that a little shorter for me just for the demonstration here. Come back up, and before you do the second side, it's really nice to lay on your back for a second or two or three, just to experience from the difference between one side and the other if you notice anything. You might feel warmth, you might feel length or space, you might feel one side is a little heavier. It's just lovely to notice what you feel. And then after that, you'll turn on to the second side. Starting again, sitting on the side. Positioning your props so that when you lie down, you go kind of straight down in that side plane of motion. Staying there for 3 to 5 minutes. And you know, if you only have 1 minute per side, that's awesome, right? It's whatever amount of time you can give yourself, right? It doesn't have to be specifically 3 to 5 minutes, but just take the time for yourself to lie on the side roll, and afterwards just kind of tune into your body. Feel and notice if you notice any sense of ease or lightness or groundedness, and really enjoy this exploration.